Yo, I'm back. Um, it's actually the next day since part one. The last video I recorded was yesterday because some stuff came up. Amazing. Um, am I fucked? Is this guy attacking? I think he is. Yeah. Wait, he might not be. Yeah, he is. I guess the thing to avoid is just getting into the corners. So you want to stay in open areas. But you also kind of want to get rid of as many as possible, as soon as possible. Oh, I'm fucked. Great. Yep. Yep. I should have gone back. Avoided them. Yep. Come on. Hmm. Do I want to go back that way? I think it might be best to lure this flying one over here first. So that was a mistake because if this guy chose to attack as well on this turn, then I would have been fucked right now. But maybe because I wasn't 2 spaces away at the time of his turn, then maybe that's why he didn't attack. I don't know. These fucking guys. It's when they stand still for a turn is when they attack. Oh no, maybe not. Hmm. Well, I'm glad it's not throwing loads of laser guys at me like last time I got this far. Hmm. Um, going here would be a mistake if they both decide to attack. Going here is probably means I can't attack if they both attack on the next one as well. Well, if I go here, then I'm not sure if this one will attack or not. I'm not even sure if it's slightly random. Because I'm two spaces away now, so I think that means, like, he definitely... I've seen this guy start the attack when I've been 2 spaces away before, I think. Pretty sure. Well, it's safe. Yeah, he did start the attack. So... yeah. Shit. I'm gonna go this way. Come here. Oh, that was a mistake, actually. Great. Okay, let's go this way. It's not like there's a cost to moving around a lot. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Have you thought about having like a prompt before you do something that is certain death? Because sometimes, I mean, if you want to go more the puzzle game kind of route, that's what some of them do. Because sometimes you're like impatiently clicking, like, let's say if it was just me and the laser guy left, and I thought he was out of range, I might like impatiently click forwards and do it one too many times. So like he starts targeting you and then you still click because you weren't like patient enough to see what was happening each turn. And like, yeah, you could say the player was just dumb for doing that, but it's more about like whether it's a skill you want to test the player on, and I've got to eat my tail here. Whoops. It was making me think of Brogue, actually. I don't know if you've played Brogue, the roguelike, but it's kind of like each enemy serves a purpose, and for the most part. There's no filler. Like each one is distinct. This is good. He's not going to attack. I think I've just been really lucky here. I'm not sure why this guy didn't attack. So, do these flying ones, they have to be 1 space away before they attack? In which case, going to this guy should be safe. Yeah. I'm gonna get lasered. Shit. Kinda wanna just thin them out first. Just get away from the laser guys. Let the other ones come to me. Do you want to fight the laser guys in the open though? The tail hasn't really come into play mechanically. Like, it does block creatures of a nicer start, but I haven't really had to think about it. God damn. could be a mistake. It's fine. I'm not sure if this one's safe, but I'm not going to risk it. I actually could have just killed him then on the previous go. Yeah, I'm going to win. If I win the next one, I win, I guess. Assuming I don't eat my tail. But yeah, it was making me think of Brogue because like each enemy serves like a distinct kind of pattern or mechanic. Or has a distinct attack style. But in this, I guess, like the white dude and the green dude seem pretty similar. Like the only difference is that the white dude only attacks when he's one space away, I think. And the green guy starts attacks 2 spaces away. But that makes all the difference, to be fair. Like, the white guys I don't think about at all, but the green ones. Gotta be watch out. I'm like at the end, and there's like... Oh, okay, I was expecting more enemies, to be fair. I assume you had more ideas for enemies, but you just didn't have the time to finish. Because there's like loads of like, neat things you could do. Breaking tiles is one, and building tiles. Like having some sort of I'm thinking of God's Gift. You know, the vomiting monster in God's Gift that makes the bridges? I imagine he attacks you with like spit or something, and it creates like a hardened bridge to fill gaps with. Or the opposite, where creatures like... I didn't mean to click that way. Shit, I meant to click up. I mean, that was just a dumb mistake. Because I was thinking about other things. But no, this I'm gonna stop playing now. But it's a cool game. Story. Oh, it's. I thought this was like a game mode, but it's just a screen. This doesn't describe me at all. Psh, I don't know about that, dude. But no, cool game. I think if this was my game, I think I'd do more substantially different attack patterns on the enemies. But I assume you probably had tons of ideas anyway. You just didn't have time. I also would maybe go down the puzzle route more, the puzzle game route, where it's got the warnings. Like if you have, like if you click towards certain death, when you have other options available, it may as well just be like, are you sure about that? Brogue, again, asks you that if you step off cliffs, or if you step off lava, it prompts you like, are you sure about that? Just to prevent like misclicks and things. So, yeah, and it makes the game more tactical focused rather than like, I don't know, clicking dexterity focused, which isn't something that is like interesting to test the player on. Like in this, I think I mentioned this already, but like if you're clicking towards a guy with a laser and he targets you and you click into the laser again, so he shoots at you when you could have gone up or down or left or right, and it's like it's a dumb mistake. And yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's what you choose to test the player on. Like the best thing to do in that situation would be to click slowly, so you can, you know, like go up or down when he chooses to target. But that's not very exciting. So it would be more fun if it just gave you the warning and then it lets players click really fast towards the next challenge, so it skips it. If you know what I mean. Also, maybe an undo button, like, but that's like full on puzzle game in that case, which I'm not sure you're going for. But yeah, undo buttons make sense for me, to me in puzzly games. but not so much in roguelikes. But roguelikes can be really puzzly. I guess what it comes down to is the whole like permadeath thing. In a roguelike there shouldn't be an undo because then it takes away, yeah, it completely removes the threat of dying. Yeah, so that's completely dumb. But in a game like Steven Sausage Roll or some other puzzle game, then the challenge is still enough that even with an undo button, you have to figure it out logically. Rokus's idea for Seek Etaliv, where it was like, I think his original idea was like he enjoyed like the moments in roguelikes where it became like a puzzle game, where you were like trapped in like a certain room with really powerful enemies, and you had to like think about every single move you were gonna make not to die. Um, I can, yeah, I think about that idea a lot. It's really cool. Anyway, cool game. I'm gonna stop recording.